On Twitch, Stream Elements asks, PlayCompile is now live. Streaming Genshin Impact. L'Abyss Disparale, s'il vous plaît. Welcome to the PlayCompile live stream.
I just got out of the shower. That's why I look like this. It's fine, it doesn't matter. As long as we can see, I can see clearly now. The abyss is reset. I like the abyss. I do like the abyss. I haven't logged in since the banner change either, so we could do Shalon. How many? I thought she had 4 arms then. I thought she was like that Indian elephant. How many arms does the Indian elephant have? How many arms does the Indian elephant have?
Indian elephants have no arms. They have 4 legs.
I kind of asked for that, didn't I? How many arms does the Indian elephant god have?
Agent Miku. The elephant god, Ganesha, is often depicted with 4 arms.
I was right, 4 arms. Yeah, I thought she was Ganesha. Jennifer. Actually, she looks a bit like a Jennifer, doesn't she? Doesn't she look? Yeah, she looks more like. You know, I'm gonna start calling her Jennifer. She looks more like a Jennifer than a Varessa. I'm calling her Jennifer from now on. All right. Let's. How many twinkle tits do I have? I only have 53. So even if I do the 2 trials, that's going to put me at 93. But then there's commissions as well, right? I'm still going to be 7 short though. There's no reason not to do it, I guess. Alright, let's do it. I already own both of these characters. And actually, Venti has his signature weapon as well, I believe. But I didn't try to get that. That was probably when I tried to get... That was probably one time when I tried to get a Staff of Homer. I've actually lost the Staff of Homer 50-50 3 times in total. Not as bad as Tecton. But still, not at the same banner run because that's impossible. But like, on different reruns. I think the first time was when it first came out, and then there's been at least 2 reruns since then. And every time I've tried to get a Staff of Homer, I end up with the other weapon. And that's why I have an elegy of the whatever the hell it's called, Venti's weapon. Not because I wanted it, I tried to get it. Oh yeah, these are the new trials. Oh, these take a little bit longer though, don't they? These take a little bit longer. Okay, so I have to collect 15 balls. What is this, Tower of Fantasy? I have to collect 15 balls and kill 12 enemies. Oh shit,
Leave
no.
me alone and don't make any trouble.
No, it's not my team, is it?
Witness the power
Oh, I don't even know what this is.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
I don't have anything in my muscle memory for these rotations.
Yes, you are.
God, how long has it been since I used... I can't even remember a name. What's her name? Yanfei, that's the one. Alright, we might as well skate our way there, I guess. Okay, we've got to kill these 3 cubes.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Let me weave you a verse. Motion to compel.
Let me read you a verse. Are you for real? Let me read you a verse. What type of verse? A Hoyo verse.
Letting crave
Good
names
God.
echo. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Power of what?
Incinerate.
You should just not talk, mate,
The
honestly.
mountain's veins boil.
You should just not
Invisible
talk.
evidence.
Okay, we still got... This is quite a task, isn't it? They're making you work for these 20 primo farms
Let me
now.
leave you a verse. Let engraved names echo.
What? They just... I only killed 8 so far. We really have to do all that just to get the gems. I probably did all this when she first came out. I even have this character. I can't say I didn't mean to get the character. I just kind of, you know, let's just see. It was one of those, and I ended up getting her. I think I got it early as well, actually. Now I will admit though, her skate, like her roller skates are totally worth it. But now Varessa's out, I think her roller skates are rather redundant. Although she can run up cliffs pretty nicely, but she's not worth getting out just for that, really. I mean, we're gonna be done in that land soon anyway.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Breath of the
Good
flame.
God, rain
Alright.
outlines your fate. Alright, can we get out of here now? How do we leave? You can continue trying character, I'll leave at this stage. Wow, it's like when the teacher's like, you can all go home now. You are allowed to leave now. Children. Don't forget next week's homework. Like, good lord. All for 20 primo farts. No, I pressed the wrong button. I loaded back into it. No, God, no. Get me out of here. Oh. I'm very tired. Alright, Ventes is old school though, so it shouldn't take long. I think I preferred these trials, to be honest, because they're just, you know,
faster.
quick and easy.
Think you can get away? Shadow Raven, let night fall. Rain cutter.
What's with Chin Shu?
Yahoo!
Tell me what you see.
Here
I
we
see
go.
some very old characters that are
Time
way
for
past their
takeoff.
sell-by date.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Time to say hello.
Witness the power of Gurwa.
I'm frozen, goddammit.
Think you can get away?
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Kill him then.
Go! You're free now!
Wow, okay, my Spiral Abyss is going to go great. If it's taken me that long just to do 2 character trials. Oh, this should be an interesting Spiral Abyss, to say the least. Alright, so... grab those. I guess I probably do... I'd probably do my commissions first. That's just that, which we're going to do in a second. Alright, so we need to be over in that one then, so I can do my commissions. My commissions. That one's the closest one.
Hurry up, Grassa!
Okay, we're going upstairs. Where else are we going?
Here I go!
Where the fuck are we going? Was it really necessary to go all the way through there? Wait, what do you want, you little shit? You better not send me somewhere to take a picture. I'll be so mad. I don't want your life story. I want fucking 10 primo gems or whatever the fuck you're giving me. What do you want? Apart from the top my fucking ear off. Sharpshooter on hand. Commission. It is take a photo. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, fine. How do we get out of this?
Hurry up,
shit?
Grassa!
I'm all out of fucking phlogiston juice now. I should use Seat Lally. Seat Lally! Ah! You fucked that up. It's because that stupid canvas was above my head. That's miles away. Should I just teleport? I might just teleport, you know. That's fucking miles away, that. Right. This will take us there, won't it? Also, did I ever finish the new tribe's commissions, actually? I mean, you're not the new tribe, so I don't know why I'm talking to you. Take a picture of what? This thing. Where's my camera? I completely forgot why the camera is in this game. Camera. Is this... It goes a weird colour than that. When it... Oh, wait. Take a picture of Courier's Longhouse. But it must be... Oh my god. It must be between these times. Wait, what times did it say? Between 5 and 6. Jesus Christ. What an asshole. All for 10 Primo Gems? Between 5 and 6. These are getting grindy as fuck. Alright, 5 o'clock. What an asshole. What is... There, they both ticked. Alright. He's happy. I'm not. Alright, let's teleport back. Oh my god. This one might be closer, actually. This one looks way closer. Oh my god.
Why me?
Ah, where you going? Just give me my reward right now and shut the fuck up. Swear to God, you say another word to me. Alright. What a pain in the arse. Okay, where's this one? Is there a teleport closer? Yes. I need to fill my vape up.
Show no mercy. Hero incoming. Yeah.
Commission complete. Good enough for me. I'm just gonna teleport. I don't give a shit. Right, let's go. Come on.
Time to roll.
They're really making you work for these fucking commissions, aren't they? Jesus H. Because there's nothing else to do in the fucking game. I mean, I've already done it. You know, I've already done it. Right. What's the final commission? You are? Teleport currently disabled. What? Because I'm on a fucking Skyrider. What a motherfucker. What an absolute motherfucker. That's way too far. Alright, let's teleport now, I guess.
I swear it's for medical research. Not you two. Time to end them.
Alright, let's go see Catherine. All that, and I'm going to be 7 primos short of a pull as well. Oh, look at that. The one before the... It's alright, when we do Spiral Abyss, we'll get that.
Need a surfboard?
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Oh, Ad Astra for.
Thank you for completing.
Alright.
Ad Astra.
Alright, clear them all. Dispatch again. It's again, right, we'll get it when we do the Spiral Abyss, it's fine. Right. I don't know if I did weekly cooking. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I don't really give it. Well, it only takes a second, doesn't it? And our next thing is a thing. I guess I could do some of these. Could do 5 more of these. Alright, what else have we not mastered? Never done any of these. Tomato Lamborghinis. Tomato Lamborghinis. I prefer a pepper Ferrari myself. Why is the fucking orange all the way up? Like, fucking I'll stick it in fucking leeway, why don't you? It's gonna take me all day just to do 15 of these. Get 5 more, and then that should also be the weeklies, right? 3, 2, 1 more. That's gotta be it. Are you kidding me? That's not it. Wait, did I already do it? Oh, you know what? I probably did because I did boss runs this week. Don't tell me I did all that for nothing. I haven't forged 20 items, apparently. I did it. Oh my god, I did it already. I can't believe I just did that for nothing. Ah! Now I'm super mad. Also, why didn't dispatch count for the mining? Versa looks like she's checking out his ass there. She probably is. Alright, let's do the abyss. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna need to top my old vape up. Make sure we're ready for this. Now, traditionally, I like to do the abyss with the same 2 teams. I don't give a shit about the buffs. I don't give a shit about the, what do they call it? The blessing. Cryo-related reactions, yeah. The only one who's... Oh no, I do have 2 cryo, actually. I've got Ganyu on side A, and I have Seat Lally on side B, so that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Did that just say true damage? Are we in fucking Star Rail or something? I swear that just said true damage. Don't tell me that adding into this fucking game as well. Now on this one, it doesn't matter which way around you do it, but basically I have my traditional team with Siegewin on there. Siegewin's less traditional, but she's a replacement for Barbara. That used to be Barbara until Siegewin came out. And then I have my Nilu team, my Nilu Bloom, which now consists of Kirara, Nilu, Kokomi, and Nahida. Now, sometimes I swap the teams around. Sometimes it's so gimmicky that it won't let me use one of those teams, but then I'm really sad. So we'll try and use those teams if we can.
Frost, all hail.
That's how we start.
Don't be nervous. Just relax. Blow them all up. Jumpy, jumpy, go. Da-da-da.
With sword comes shadow.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it down as it's very loud.
Everyone hold hands. Here.
Ah, why's my vape not working? And I don't even read these buffs, I always just pick the first one.
Cynthia says, "Good morning, was hoping you was coming on."
Oh yeah. Good morning, how are you? Yeah, I never read these buffs either. I always just pick the first buff. Whatever the first buff is the one that I get.
No touching. Accessed and wibbly wobbly.
This feels exactly the same as the last one so far.
Da-da-da. This is long overdue.
Long overdue.
No touching. Boing, boing.
Ka-ching! Get out here!
Speed of light.
Speed of light. You took half an hour to show up. Thought you were on fucking holiday.
He might feel a little prick.
I thought she was on strike. Oh wait, she is. Yay! Do you want to be a scab? Alright. What a fucking shit.
Sharing my knowledge.
This dance is for you.
Excellent. Billowing surge. A brash maneuver.
Cynthia says, "You need check out Snowbreak. This hoe so disappointing. No wonder they didn't show gameplay. Her paid outfit looks like SDF."
Yeah, I pre-downloaded the update last night actually.
We're way behind schedule.
So is that out today? Is it?
Just enough. Boing, boing, boom. Let's blow.
Yeah, it was kind of like low key, wasn't it?
Cynthia says, "Yes, she are."
I'll be
Cynthia
honest,
says,
I was thinking about this last night and I was thinking I might just quit Snowbreak. I don't know if it's worth playing anymore. I might just quit it.
Thrust and revamp. Hey.
We'll check out the new thing now.
Service with a smile.
I think it's Guna Playground now, isn't it? Alright, do we care about which side is which? Same again, I think. Same again.
Cynthia says, "F the superpowers, go back to guns where the Gatling guns and rocket launcher mommy."
Superpowers? Oh, she... That's weird. She doesn't use a gun. Okay. Weird. Nilu.
Cynthia says, "You'll see what I mean when you check her out."
Well, it sounds like the kind of thing that could either be really lame, sounds like it might be lame, or it could be interesting. Depending on how it's done. God, my throat's so dried there.
Let's hope you pull up a good fight.
Ah!
Blaze over. Born of icy frost.
Don't glaze them over. Why are you glazing them?
Nowhere to
Why are you glazing them, Ganyan? Glaze me.
Blazing delight. Jumpy, jumpy, go.
And then because she said glazing, it almost sounded like Clee was saying glazing delight.
Aw.
Even though it's
To
glazing
the
delight.
chase. Don't blink.
Was there never music in the Spiral Abyss, or did they remove it at some point? Oh, no, there is music. It's just very quiet. I can barely hear it. Yeah, I can actually just to say hear it, but it's very quiet.
Your journey ends
Allow
here.
me.
Your journey.
Everything.
Your journey. The way he says that.
Your
Journey.
Cynthia says, your team's prefect example, you don't need try hard here versus Wuthering Waves.
Well, it's more interesting. I've always found Genshin's combat the most interesting combat system I think I've ever. Aside from maybe Monster Hunter. Yeah, I think Monster Hunter and Genshin is the only two combat systems that I could just play for hours and hours and hours just for their own intrinsic enjoyment. Which is why I think it's ironic that this is the one game that doesn't have like an endless floor,
Access denied.
you know, tower type thing. Because this is the one game I probably would play that on.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Cynthia says,
Nowhere to
they
hide.
could make this mode you're doing endless, it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah, I would love it, honestly. I wish they would.
Speed up.
But ironically, this is the one game that they don't. Ah!
Focus. Glaze over.
Cynthia says, Tower and E.T.E has it.
And raise a storm! Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, a lot of most of the games do. I think if it hadn't been such a casual audience that sort of cemented themselves to this game during COVID, the game probably would have had it. It was probably originally going to have it, and I think this Spiral Abyss would have been expanded on and expanded and expanded on. But when they saw that the minority of players were actually engaging with it, they obviously reversed decision, which I think was the right decision. But the money that they make from this game, why not both? It wouldn't take that much to add that, you know what I mean? It's like, why not both? Like, it's always better to have more choice.
You might feel a little prickly.
But I mean, we still don't even have artifact loadouts in this game, so they're just kind of doing the bare minimal, I think.
Finish this next time.
Cut to the chase.
All their R&D seems to be going towards figuring out how to monetize traversal mechanics to try and get players to spend more. You know, Imagineering Theatre, which forces players to build certain characters or get certain characters. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get it, you want to make more money, but like, we get nothing that we ask for, but you add all this shite to the game, and it's just making it so close. And Star Rail's going through a similar thing, right? And it's like, I really think they need to.
Sharing my knowledge.
It almost makes me wonder if because laws are changing and everything, that they're just kind of giving up and they're like, okay, we need to milk players as much as we possibly can
Cynthia
before it all
says,
changes.
wait until we get the new map. What will be new gimmick in Genshin?
Oh, I'm counting on it. Well, have you heard about Skirg? People are going ape shit over Skirg actually, because she's I think she only gets the most damage with other Hydra and other cryo units, and I think it's one of them is they've done the same thing again, where one of them is the unit before she comes out, so you're expected to do 2 banners back to back to make the most out of her, and it's just more bullshit. It's like, yeah, we can see where this is headed. It's a shame. This used to be my favorite game, and I do think this game has a lot of good going for it. But when you mismanage it to this point, it is just ultimately going to become pay to win trash at the end of the day if it keeps going the way it's going.
Cynthia says, F that I would pass her, I am good with the Fire Archon.
I skipped her. I mean, only because I preferred Seat Lally. Like, when she gets rerun, I'll probably get her, because I kind of wanted both, but, you know, I wasn't going to spend. And I think I lost Seat Lally's first 50-50, which is why, I could only get one. I don't think it matters which way around these go.
Cynthia says, they both came out at same time, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get them both, but it's just, I lost one of the 50-50, so it wasn't going to happen. And yeah, I wasn't going to reward that kind of, you know, behavior, I guess, by spending money, because you got to vote with your wallet. And I just, you know, the more people do that, sadly there was enough people to do it that I think they still made record money, so they're going to just keep doing it, but I won't be a part of it. And yeah, I got Castros. I wouldn't Castros as 50-50, but again, I wasn't going to swap together.
This is for you. That was quick. You're pretty good.
Let's hope. Good fight.
Well. Let's see if we can finish this next time. Well. Here comes a stick around. Show me your courage.
Make yourself a move.
Unstoppable.
I see everything.
All eyes on me.
Positions.
Forget it.
Cynthia says, Castoris is different, at least you can use Memospurt Traveler, which is free to make her work, which this Traveler easy to she's sick.
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Yeah, I do think maybe the account-wide buff probably isn't as bad as people would think it was going to be,
Nowhere to
because
hide.
she reses you with no health, so maybe once in a blue moon it could be a bit of a game changer, but mostly it's just a gimmick, I don't know. But it's still a bad precedent to set, I think.
All hail. Wibbly wobbly.
With sword comes shadow.
Axe and blast.
Speed of light.
Access denied.
Cynthia says, for me it's worthless, we are fighting Muitis
Next on
at
the
bosses
agenda,
most of the
this is
time or
long
die again.
overdue.
I swear, it's for medical research.
Okay, we got 3-star. I always struggle with those ones because I can handle my own health easily enough, but when I've got this thing in the middle of the room, I have to manage, it gets a bit different. Okay, I think I picked the right sides for these.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Dance with the waves.
Positions.
The jumping, these things jumping just like screws up you.
Sign here, please. Sharing my knowledge.
Billowing surge.
Are you fucking little shits? Okay, I've really screwed this up. Ah! Oh, come on, I fucking asked for Kokomi, you fucking piece of shit. I hate it when it does that, when it just gets stuck and it won't let you actually fucking get the character out.
Make yourselves at home.
God, these are so fucking annoying. Actually, you know what? I picked this. I'm gonna restart this. And I put them the other way around because I thought that would work out, but actually, Jesus Christ, that fucking team with those fucking slimes was actually fucking awful. Because they just keep jumping up in the air, and it's like, and plus my Hydro can't do anything because half the fucking slimes are Hydro. So actually I think I got that the wrong way around. And then also I got stuck and wouldn't let me get fucking Kokomi out to save Carrara. Whatever. Irritating.
On YouTube, Pika Beta says, Cantarella is now closed and she unexpectedly came home at 51 pulls into pity and I'll see you again after dinner time in like around 2 hours. Bye.
So you gotta... Congrats.
Congrats.
Congrats, but I think she's a mistake, personally.
Let's hope you put on a good fight.
First rebuild.
I kind of regret getting her.
The Temple of Wisdom. All eyes on me.
Because I think the elf one's going to be so much better.
That was quick. Service with a
Let's finish
Remnant
this
of
next
the
time.
I don't like her. I'm glad I lost the 50-50.
You're all right. Let's finish this fast.
Wait, we're all the way back here again. Why are we all the way back here again?
Watch this.
Here, please. Finish this fast.
Show me your stick around.
Everyone hold hands. Hands with the weight.
Come on.
Positions.
That was quick.
Stick around. Just stick around.
Fucking Nahida, will you do something? Fucking hell. Wow, she literally wouldn't attack. She fucking stood there.
We're way behind schedule.
Booty booty. Don't be nervous. Just relax.
For Rex Lapis. No touching. Access denied.
Blazing delight.
Blaze over.
He might feel a little prick. Wibbly wobbly. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Speed of light. Hey! Cut to the chase. Let's blow.
Born of ice and frost. No touching. This is long overdue.
I swear, it's for medical research.
Alright, there we go. That's much better. Wait, did I do it again? I thought I put them the other way around. Oh my god, I've got this. I have the same problem. I thought I put them the other way around this time. I guess I put them the same fucking way around. I don't believe this is going terribly. I can't fucking believe this. I tried to swap these two teams around. I must have done the same thing again. This is the problem when it won't show you your fucking teams when you go back to that menu. It's like, I don't know. I guess I must have gotten it wrong which way around I have them. Wow, this is so annoying. I'm stuck with it now. Yeah, these are really fucking annoying with this team. why are you doing your fucking charge attack? She's not got any... do these suck your stamina or something? I think these things suck your stamina.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Makes it super fucking annoying.
Covenant of the Deep.
God, that was fucking horrendous. I hated that. Right, whatever, we did it. Yeah, because they were just draining my stamina. Because I think there's a domain like that in Mondstadt, which is kind of the beginning of it. But obviously that was so much worse.
Got lucky, but
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
no touching. Born of ice and frost.
Oh, go on then. Siege run.
Be nervous. Just relax. Pew! Cut to the chase. Incoming. Hey!
Okay, please don't knock out a fucking skill up
Next time, I
this
can fix this.
No, it's got the fucking... I don't know, something feels really off about this. It's like, I feel like they've increased all the cooldowns on all the fucking everything in here.
Nowhere to hide.
Like, if you get hit, there's a cooldown before you can swap characters, and like even Siege when wasn't picking up balls up. It's like there's a cooldown on picking those balls up, and I ran over the balls as she did a skill because I'm used to doing it, right? But the balls were still there and didn't get picked up. Like they've increased the cooldown on picking up the fucking balls or something. It's just like, what the fuck are they doing? I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it feels like so much clunkier than it did. And I wonder if they've like increased cooldowns or something.
Dance with the waves. Here.
I have no idea. Something feels slightly off.
Rest and rebuild. Turret, bring refuge. Make yourselves at home. Hey. Right here, please.
All eyes on me.
Position.
Looks like a dungeon debuff.
I'll be back. Feeling lucky today.
The Temple of
Yeah, no, it's like I'm not talking about enemies and stuff like that because they change anyway, but I mean like the mechanics cooldowns between changing characters, popping skills, picking up items, stuff like that.
This dance is for you.
The little internal cooldowns that they add to like your mechanics and the way you play the game. I feel like they've been slightly increased. I don't know, it could just be my imagination. But like I say, like when Siege should have picked up the balls there and she didn't. I was already kind of getting suspicious of it, but that was like, well, hang on, I do the same thing every single time, so why would that be different now? Seems weird.
Lucky today. You want this one?
Positions.
All eyes on me.
Service with a smile.
New clean.
There's a lot of fucking enemies
Sharing
here.
my knowledge. Everyone hold hands. Covenant of the Deep. Hold the line.
Here. Dance with the waves.
This one.
Yeah, this is quite a sweaty ass fucking abyss, to be honest. What are we on? We're on floor 11, I suppose. I can't believe how many fucking enemies there is. This is actually ridiculous.
Make yourselves at home. I see everything. All eyes on me. With all my strength.
I definitely feel like they're trying to overcorrect some kind of, like, I don't know, criticism when being compared to Wuthering Waves or something. And by doing that, they've made the game worse, I think.
I'll be back.
Sign here, please. Covenant of the Deep.
Wow, that took quite a while. Alright, well, we already lost the third star, but there's just so many fucking enemies.
Fine, fine, go. Incoming.
Did I scare you? With sword comes
I feel like Venti would have been good on that floor,
You
actually,
might feel a little prick.
because of all the fucking
How inconsiderate of me.
lightweight enemies. Yeah, Venti would have been great there, actually.
No touching. Born of ice and frost.
Well, oh, actually, that makes sense. Is Venti on banner now? He is, isn't he? Okay, that makes sense. That's clearly for Venti. Yeah, Venti and Sharon. Okay, that makes sense, actually.
Since ads are about to run on Twitch,
That does make
how about
sense,
I tell you a
actually.
joke?
Because if you think about it, Venti and Sharon and
What
that
creature is
level
smarter
would
than
have
a
just,
talking
it would have
parrot?
been their
A spelling
fucking
bee.
best level. Yeah, that would have been their best level, actually. Venti and Sharon would have rocked that level. Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
Let's move.
Incoming. Access denied. No touching. Yeah. Speed of light. Yeah.
Will you fucking die?
I feel kind of
Woo!
No. Floaty, floaty.
Whoa! If she didn't get a heal when she did. I really need Hydro for him, though. Come on, Cedrin, get your Hydro up. Please, get your Hydro up, please. It's too late now. Too late. Oh, now you get your fucking Hydro up. Now it's too late.
It's for medical research.
His shield already fucking went.
Access denied. All hail.
Alright, we got one fucking star, but whatever. Yeah, that second, not the last level, but the level before it was definitely for Venti and Shalana. 100%. What sides do we have? What do we have? Oh, God. I think it's their mainly Hydro things. I'm going to need to put traditional on side 1. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? I was saying I had Seat Lally, but I was talking about my world. That's my world exploration team, not my Spiral Abyss team. So actually, I don't have Cryo on both sides. Alright, we'll see how we do. All I care about for floor 12 is clearing it. I don't really care about stars. I just like to see if I can clear it with my favourite teams. Alright.
No touching.
No, this thing's a
Born
pain
of
in
ice
the
and
ass.
frost. This is long overdue.
This thing is such a pain in
Don't
the
be
ass.
nervous. Just relax.
He's immune to Hydro, of
Sword
course he
comes
is.
shadow. Incoming. Blazing delight.
He has this annoying fucking minions that fucking spawns. Ooh. Ah, shit, it's one of these. Are you fucking motherfucker? I fucking hate this thing so much.
Nowhere to hide.
Now it's fucking hiding over that excellent bitch.
Access denied.
I fucking hate it! Because, like, it won't even let me charge attack with Ganyu because it just fucks off and disappears. But if you go over to it, it, like, fucking teleports or whatever. Fucking back there now. Oh, Klee, you didn't even aim at the right thing. For fuck's sake, Klee. Where the fuck is he? Fuck off! Oh my god, I fucking hate this boss so much. It's such a fucking twat. This is one of my least favorite bosses in this whole game. It's too much bullshit. And then he just fucks off. Like it's not fair. It's like not even fair. They don't give you a way of dealing with him. Like if I try and charge attack this Ganyu now, she's just gonna get cancelled by him before she can charge that. Or he just fucking disappears like he just did there. Like it's too much. Don't make him disappear. It's too much. Like it's hard enough having to run over to him and then try and get him. But you make him fucking like just vanish like that. It just feels completely unfair. It's too much. Fuck off, you fucking asshole.
Blaze over.
I fucking hate this thing. And then they both teleport out of Ganyu's AoE. Like it's just too much. Like it's too ridiculous. Like how is this fight even remotely fair? This is why I hate this boss. Like, I don't understand what strategy you're supposed to use, because they both just teleport away from you as soon as you get them. They're fucking immune to everything. They both hit like a fucking truck. It's just stupid. See what I mean? They just constantly like teleport away from you. It's the most annoying fucking boss in the entire game. God, I fucking hate this boss. And then he's like there, now he comes back and he's got like full health. Oh, now he just teleports away. Your auto aim won't work on him. See, now as soon as you start hitting him, he just fuck off. God, I fucking hate this one. I really do. It's such bullshit. Hit him once with Ganyu and then he just disappears. Now he's just disappeared. And then it takes like a while before he even comes back.
This is unreal. He teleports so much.
I fucking hate this fight because it's such bullshit. It's not fair at all. See, and then Kaching auto targets the wrong fucking enemy. And now there's a second one showed up. Now there's a second little buffing motherfucker showed up. And then he's going to teleport as well. They're immune to Hydra. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I fucking hate this one. I really do. It's like my least favourite. I think it's might be my least favourite enemy in the entire game.
Nowhere to hide.
Yeah, teleport away again. It takes you half an hour to get to him, and then you'll just teleport away again.
Floaty, floaty. Dumpy, dumpy, dumpy.
Fuck off! Now there's two of those fucking things.
Access denied. No touching. Blaze over.
I think maybe the trick is you're not really supposed. Maybe the trick is you're not supposed to kill them,
Sheet of light.
and you just have to make them disappear for a little bit. Because I think while they're on the field, they buff him. I think that's how it works. But then as soon as you start attacking them, they just teleport away. So maybe the idea is not that you're meant to kill them in the first place. You're just supposed to make them disappear so that they stop buffing him. I don't know. It's not clear though. Fuck off! Oh my god, I hate that thing. I really do. I absolutely hate it. Right, it's done now. I fucking hate him so much.
Allow me. Sharing my knowledge.
Yeah, I wonder if the whole idea is that you just have to make them teleport away. because when they teleport away, maybe they stop buffing him. So the idea is maybe not that you're trying to kill them, but you're trying to make them disappear long enough to stop buffing him, so that you can deal with him. But it's still a lot of bullshit.
Of grace. Peace be with you. Let the light shine. Hear the truth. The name of the truth.
My tail!
The power
All eyes on me!
of revelation.
I didn't see his fucking outline.
Words of joy. Grace
Everyone hold
be
hands.
upon you.
Allow me!
And hope find you.
Why is his skill not? Does he fucking zap skill cooldown?
Revelation. The door is opened unto you.
Okay, that's him done. This might not be the right team for this. I think it's probably not.
Positions! This dance is for you! Right here, please! Covenant of the Deep! Let's do that.
Yeah, I think he needs Pyro to get rid of his shield, to be honest. So this probably isn't going to go well.
Hey! Allow me!
Get out of that. Can't actually do anything. Yeah, I think Pyro's the only thing that'll get rid of his shield.
The Temple of Wisdom! Service with a smile! Here! All eyes on me! Rest and rebuild! I see everything! Bring refuge!
Yeah, I'm going to be fucked here. I can't do anything until I get rid of his shield. I can't get rid of his shield with these ones. Can't do that. More gimmicky bullshit.
Everyone hold hands!
That's why I always enjoy Spiral Abyss, but normally it starts to fall apart by this whole floor. So recently they've just been making it so gimmicky. And I don't like being told, because now we've got Imaginarium Theatre, there's no reason to force players to use specific elements anymore. Because you've got that with Imaginarium Theatre. So like, I hate when they put gimmicky bosses like this, where it's like, oh, you need to use this specific element on it. And it's like, yeah, but like, this is supposed to be the Spiral Abyss where we can just pick our favorite teams or whatever, right? Fuck off!
Let's do that.
Oh my god, you fucking wankster. I fucking hate this thing as well. Yeah, this thing is gimmicky as fuck.
Everyone hold
I
hands!
think I can make decent... Okay, we got rid of his shield. Oh, we got rid of his own shield.
This dance is for you! Right here, please!
I asked for Kokomi 56 fucking times! I know what the character was supposed to be stuck against,
Make yourselves a
but it wouldn't fucking give me out. And then fucking Carrara died.
With all my strength!
He's got his fucking shield back as well. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. If this one's too gimmicky, well, look at me, I'm running out of time anyway. Just leave. Just get out of here. Yeah, sometimes they just... sometimes Spiral Abyss is gimmicky and bullshit, and I fucking hate it. The last one was really good. I really enjoyed the last one. But for me, it all comes down to how gimmicky is floor fucking 12. If floor 12 is just full of gimmicks like it is this rotation, then it's not for me, because I can't use my bloom team with that. And that's sadly what this one is. No, I didn't want to continue. I want to get my rewards and get the fuck out. I don't want to do this again. It's fucking bullshit. Fuck off. Press the wrong fucking button. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh my god, what is the button? Square. 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 Right. Yeah, I mean, I barely ever get a star on that anyway. But I enjoy trying to actually clear the floor. So, like, I don't do it for rewards or stars. I actually do it for its own intrinsic enjoyment. That's why it pisses me off so much when it's gimmicky like that. Because it's like, well, you kind of ruined it for me now. Because I actually enjoy doing that. But if you're going to force me to use a specific team or a specific element, then it just ruins it for me. And the last one was actually quite nice in that regard. It was actually quite fun. But yeah, every now and again, I'd say it's a 50-50 at this point, where it'll just be like fucking gimmicky and you just can't do it. Unless you bring a specific team or a specific element. Which is just not how I like to play that. Do I have condensed resin?
This realm is... If you ever...
Okay, I already have full condense. So. Yep, I already have both of those, so easy skip for me. When did I get an achievement? Defeat Hydro Tulpa after it has become enhanced from absorbing half tulpas. That'll be that fucking thing that I hated, I bet. I actually got an achievement for it. Alright, we did the Abyss. That's mainly what I want to do. Right.
Here 5 promos for your troubles.
Alright. Where the fuck is... Right, there it is. Where there's 2 new characters. That even looks like... They all look like 3 different characters. Or maybe there's new outfits or something.
Second one comes later and she free.
Probably rubbish than her. What? You want me to put my birthday in? Which one's the month? They normally do American. Even though in Britain we do it the other way around.
I've set the stream title to Snowbreak, Containment Zone, Let's Go, and updated the stream.
Of course there's new outfits. Who the fuck is that? Is that the nurse one that doesn't heal? That's Katya. Oh, that must be Cat Girl, is it? Okay, there's none for Etchel. Unless she's on the battle pass. Weapon skins, I guess. Interactable scenes. Outfit parts. First thing I want to do is finish my neural simulation, because that normally gives some gems. Just by quick evaluating. I've also got Jotun Tunnel as well, actually. Only 80, I thought you got more than that. Alright, let's have a look. What have we got? I'll do standard banner because I don't even know if I like it yet. Can you not trial it from here? The trial's somewhat different, isn't it? Can you not trial it from here? Okay, trials will be in events, I guess. Pulse puzzles. Snap a booth. New hallmates. Outfit trials. Okay, this is a trial. Okay, they actually put Etchel. Okay, base, they put Etchel on a team. They put Etchel on a team. Alright, what does she do? Automatic weapon. Okay, this lasts a long time. So she's gone forever. No, almost.
Can you repeat that?
She's weird. She's a bit weird. So did we finish? I guess so. Yeah, I mean she's about what I expected. Frame rate was bad. Ugh. She's old. And an outfit trials, you don't even get gems for those, do you? Alright, let's do some shitty ass pulls, I guess. Alright, we've got 2 10 pulls and a couple more. Yeah, I'm not really that bothered. That's why I'm doing standard banner. No, I'm not really that bothered.
They should have released that check with pink hair.
Okay, all crap. Garbage. Garbage.
There was a pop-up of a female with pink hair.
It's probably coming later. And we're out. But I think I have shop. Yep. I just got Frisch's best in slot actually, so I just did the weapon banner. I guess I'll do. Probably do that one. Alright, we're still on standard, so this is 26. 27. 28.
You have new story as well.
29. 30. And I think I got one on here. Another one there. Another one there. Alright, 31. Where's this little? I swear that's put there so you click it up by mistake all the time. Because I always fucking do it. Main story, shop. There's normally like, yeah, I was gonna say there's normally a couple of checkpoint things, isn't there? Material, early trial. Oh, is this the... They got this one back. It's quite funny. Oh, should we do the story then?
That one fun.
Yeah, it's alright. Do I have to use these fucking shitty ass trial characters? I'll just take my actual. Oh, well, at least they added a new enemy type.
分析、建物の中に入るよ。わかってるよ。裏張りに敵が潜んでいるかもでしょ。分析員がいることだし、きっと大丈夫だって。さて、私たちの力を見せつけちゃおう。
What the fuck am I supposed to get over there? They're gonna make me fucking use one of these.
間に合わないわよ。よし行こう。すべて嵐が連れ去った。
So I guess I'm gonna go around there.
あれ、足跡はここで途切れたよ。もしかしてこの近くにいるのかな。
ちょっとまずいぞ。動かなくなっちゃった。
That's locked. Because I gotta kill him first.
僕すごいだろ。キラキラを拾ったぞ。
Why can't I get the chest? Let's go this way. I thought we were gonna go up in the lift or something. This is the thing that I always find weird about their story.
The best they can do a ball with 2 legs law.
Well, at least they've added something new. I mean, but yeah, they don't add enough new stuff regularly enough, I don't think. Oh my god, why am I so tired? Oh, I need to stretch. I also need to take my dry mouth pills. Right, progress number 3.
大変なことになったじゃん。
Is just skippable story. Retrieval. What's experience mode? In experience mode, stages will no longer consume presents. First play rewards can still be earned in this mode, but other completion rewards won't be granted. Oh, so I can still get the gems and stuff. Oh, that's good. Oh, finally. Okay, that's good. That's a good update. So you can choose to do it and not spend energy, and then you just don't get the extra rewards. Now, this, for the first time ever, I actually remembered to save energy, so it's not so bad this time. But I'm glad we have the option.
They added 0 stamina mode. You wanted that.
Yeah, that's a good change. I appreciate that. That's actually good. Yeah, that's actually really good. They must have been watching my stream. Okay, that's a good change. I really like that. Watch my stream.
ちょっとまずいぞ。これってご褒美か？
I mean, I don't know, you know, they probably do watch some people's streams though. I doubt they watch mine. Mind you, I don't know how many people actually stream this game. There's not that many. They probably still haven't watched mine. But like, cause I mean, it depends, right? Like, I know that if I was running a game like this, like, I would definitely have stuff like watch some of the content being created with it. Or like maybe once a week, you know what I mean? It'd be like, okay. The ideal thing to do would be to... What you want is you want a team member or a couple of team members to be watching gameplay when a new patch comes out. and then making notes about what are the biggest pain points that people are having. It could be that people have been asking for this in surveys, maybe. But it's not something I ever think of when... Oh, you fucking little bastard. Fucking get back out here, you little shit. Seriously. I can't even get there, can I? No, that's like... I can't get over there. What a fucking arsehole. Right. But yeah, I would want my team to watch like people play the new patch and then make some notes about what are their biggest pain points, and then you want to address those like in the next patch or whatever.
「回収完了」やっぱりお前にとっては簡単すぎたか。
Okay, that was alright. Dreams are like sharp blades that cannot be skipped. Oh, they've been taking notes. They've been trained by Hover's white text on black screen. Her eyes are up here, guys. Alright, what have we got? Is this more story? More story. I'm sure it's riveting. Passage! All you need is Etchel. All you need is Etchel. Etchel's all you need.
どうやら今回は2人きりだね。いいね、いいね。なんで嬉しそうなんだって。そんなの聞くの？
ちょっとまずいぞ。分析員、次はドイツだ。逃げるな。キラキラを拾ったぞ。動かなくなっちゃった。
What the fuck? How the fuck did he reach all the way? Oh my god, what an annoying little bitch. Eh? So I wasn't even going there in the first place. I just assumed I was.
ちょっとまずいぞ。
I'm going here. We're going up that big ramp.
ちょっと分析。
分析、このリフト、なんだかどこかで見たような。イエロシャもここの建設に関わってたの？なるほどな。
あ？これじゃ全然足りないぞ。朝飯前だぞ。キラキラを拾ったぞ。
Oh, we've got another new enemy. Freaky looking. Missed me.
任務完了。さあさあ分析来た道を戻ろう。
Shocking they did real effort this update.
Well. Yeah. But like it's still not that much, is it? Like, and it feels like how long ago was the last patch? Like the patches feel like they're forever. They take forever. And then yeah, I mean it's more effort than for this game, but compared to other games, it's like still pretty lackluster. Like they've had God knows how many weeks or months. And so far, okay, yeah, we got a couple of generic levels and a couple of new enemies. Like I say, it's better than nothing, but it's just, they could do so much more. Because they're making about as much... If you look at the gacha revenue thing, they're making about as much money as E.T.E now, I think. Imagine E.T.E has the same kind of issue. They have the same sort of copy and pasted events. They'll add new story once a blue moon. I don't know. They don't have that much new and interesting stuff either, really.
At least they're not recycling monsters.
Jesus, I can't stop fucking yawning. Oh, why am I so fucking tired? I slept fine. Well, I did wake up a couple of times, so that's like normal for me. Ah, my eyes are watering now. I mean, visually they look a bit different, but like they don't do anything particularly unique either, though, do they? They don't offer really anything new other than appearance.
この通路って。ああ、もしかして夜が助けてくれてるの？急げ。リフトは真下にあるんだ。敵もどんどん増えてるんだけど。
And you thought they wouldn't recycle enemies. What are these weird things in the middle? Can we kill them? Okay, they're locked off. I guess we gotta kill the recyclatrons first. Maybe.
Guess they ran out of budget.
I don't think they get a budget. I think all these gacha CEOs, just have yachts. Okay, I am going to wake up at some point. Just don't know when it's going to be. I get that sometimes though. I get days when I just like I can be awake. I can be up for like 3 hours, and it takes a full 3 hours before I feel like I fully wake up. I'm definitely more of a nighttime person though than a daytime person.
ちょっとまずいぞ。
Oh god. Fucking hell.
動かなくなっちゃった。
I think he's just sleeping on a fucking sofa bed
これじゃ全然
for
足りない
years
ぞ。
at this point. I think it just fucking catches up with you.
キラキラを拾ったぞ。
Because, like, you can't get good quality sleep on a fucking sofa bed that just isn't really that comfortable.
At the plus side, we'll get a new character free and most likely another character selector.
Yeah, I don't care about that though, because I just want content, because the only character I really like in this game is Echel. So I just want fun things to do with Echel, I guess.
動かなくなっちゃった。 キラキラを拾ったぞ。
Because the newer characters, they're all very gimmicky out there. They're all about like, oh, use your swirls and your rockets and your... It's all about like
ちょっとまずいぞ。
wishy-washy skills. Whereas this is like... I think that's why I like Echel. Echel's just like very basic, right? She's a shooter. So you know, you're actually using your gun. And so I think I just prefer to do that. Rather than relying on gimmicks. Yeah? Relying on full gimmicks. Alright, cheers.
I'm going to range and I'm going over around.
Right.
See you after.
Alright, see you in a bit. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, sometimes the skills can be alright. Like, when you're doing the... Like, when you do that run thing, Jotun Tunnel, for example, sometimes it's nice to... Yeah! Yeah, just the usual, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, because if you think about it, it's like they've moved away from it being a shooter in a way. I think they've just tried to copy other gacha games where it's like, okay, we'll use, and I think it makes sense, because I think they probably thought, well, if all the characters ever do is point and shoot, even with the different weapon types, it's gonna feel, you know, maybe it's not gonna give people enough of an incentive to pull. And so I think they started adding these like skills and stuff, you know, like this whirlwinds and all the other shite, to try and give people more, like to try and offer a bit more variation and, I don't know, give people a reason to pull. But for me, it's just, I don't know, like I like the shooter aspect of it, like. So I don't know, I think the skills lose their novelty pretty quickly. And they make it feel less like a shooter, I think. But that's the other thing, right? It's like this is the only I mean, aside from Niki's not a real shooter. Not really. Like, this is, well, Niki's a 2D shooter, right? And this is a 3D shooter. So, like, this is the only gacha 3D shooter. So for me, it's like, well, the reason I play this and what I like about this is the fact that that's what this offers, right? It's like a different type of gameplay. So for me, making the characters act more like they do in Genshin and Wooer and whatever, by adding all these whirlwindy type skills, well, it's just, it's not going to be as good at those things as those games, because that's not its strength, right? So I think it's like I understand why they did it, and I think they probably still made the right choice, but for me personally, it's like, I think I prefer if it sticks a bit more to the shooter. You know what I mean? It plays more like a shooter, and so that's why Echel's good in my opinion, is because you actually just point and shoot at everybody, and so it's still a shooter. Whereas if all you ever play is some of these newer units and you're just doing whirlwind skills and I don't know, whatever else, you're not really playing it like a shooter anymore, are you? You're just gonna play it like a worse version of Wuthering Waves like Genshin or something. And for me, the fun in this is actually playing it like a shooter.
Since ads are about to run on Twitch, how about I tell you a joke? How come the stadium got caught after the game? Because all of the fans left.
But yeah, I'm probably in the minority there. Like, other people probably prefer to play it with all the skills and whatnot. But it's easy. It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's easy to see how, you know, you can end up evolving a game where it almost changes genres in a way, and I think that's what this has done. It's like, I bet if you're playing the latest characters in this game and all you do is use skills, then you're essentially no longer playing the game like a shooter, which is weird, isn't it, when you think about it? Because like, ultimately that's what it's supposed to be. So it's interesting how, like, it shows how you can like add new functions and mechanics to the same game. At a certain point, it can even change almost changes the genre of the game. It's weird to think about.
Last one made sense since you can pile them up together. I just feel they need to go back to guns.
敵を全部倒したのに汚染がひどいままだなんて。
だってタイタンの巣窟だもんね。
Yeah, I don't know though, because it depends what the majority of the player base is doing. Like, if the majority of the player base is relying on these skills, then maybe they wouldn't like it as much if it went back to like guns. But I mean, for me personally, I prefer the guns, you know, because that's what sets this game apart from the other games, right? Is that it's a third-person shooter. And like I say, if like these guys do okay when it comes to the skills and stuff, but I don't think that's this game's strengths, right? I think this game's strengths, I don't quite know what this game's strengths are, but no, I do. I think this game's strengths lied in its fun, like, shooting mechanics, and it's moving further and further away from that with all these like skills and stuff, I think. But like I say, it's weird because I think that's where the game's not really making the most of its strengths. And it feels more like it's just trying to compete with other gachas at that point. But it's like, yeah, but you can't really compete with the best of the best gachas because you'll never have that budget. And, you know, you'll never be making that kind of... You know, it's never going to be the next fucking Zenless or Wooer, is it? No matter how many people... No matter how many copies of the new unit they sell. And so, yeah, I think they just need to stick to what this game's strengths has. I think this, you know what I think this game's strengths really is? I think it's co-op. Like, this game in co-op is really, really fun, especially the co-op domains and dungeons. I think they just need to make bigger co-op dungeons. And they could offer single player as well, but with a bit more varied enemy types and stuff like that, and environment types. Because I think that, for me, that's where I think the game shines, to be honest. I think the most fun I ever have in this game is if I'm sort of doing those co-op runs with people and stuff, you know. But the problem is, like, they have a few levels that you do that in, and it's been the same few levels for like 2 fucking years now, or whatever the hell, however old this game is. And like, I don't know, that to me is where they should be, like, building on. That's what they should be building on, I think. Now I'm wondering if this boss is going to require some of these new units. Hopefully not. Okay, I guess I just wasn't close enough before.
That Pokemon minigame they invented has potential they can expand from that, make it co-op as well.
And I'm also, I'll be honest as well, I also don't like these big health bosses anywhere near as much as I prefer just taken out. For me, the game shines when you feel like you're with a friend or with some random co-op partner and you're running through a building of, like, you know, enemies, and you're clearing out the building of enemies, right? I think that's where it's more fun. These big health bosses are just tedious, and they don't offer enough, like, varied mechanics to be all that interesting. And so I think this is another weakness of the game. I think, I don't know, I think the bosses are, like, a lot less interesting than the actual, than just a building full of enemies that I can clear out, you know. Because I'm stuck in the same place for like fucking 3 minutes, shooting the same fucking giant ball, slowly watching a gauge go down, and it's just not that engaging. Ah, I'm so funny. Just, do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't that interesting. But it's a lot more interesting if these 3 minutes, or however long this takes me, was actually me running down passageways and killing, you know, lots of enemies jumping out at me, which this game has. But that's what I'm saying. I think that's what they just need more of, personally. And that's the game's strength. And if you can do that co-op, even better. But shooting the same ball for 7 minutes straight just isn't really that interesting. every now and again it'll do some weird attack or whatever. It's just...
I don't see why story can't be co-op.
It's just tedious. Well, I don't... Yeah, I think what they should do is... Maybe they do this, but I don't think they do. All of the content that I've just done so far as single player should then be one big playable level in core. And then added to the supply thing, whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called. And for God's sakes, like, take some of the HP off these bosses, because like I said, shooting the same thing for 7 minutes straight, that doesn't really do much. It's just tedious. It's not fun, it's not interesting, it's not engaging. It's just tedious. This is so dull. But one of the other reasons why it probably takes so long to kill the boss now with Echel is because all these skills with whirlwinds and God knows whatever. Mind you, I still think they probably have too much HP. But yeah, that's probably clearing it a lot quicker than anyone who's just shooting at it plainly these days. But it's weird, isn't it? Because it's like I say, it's like the power creep almost changes the genre of the game. It's like all of these skills aren't really shooter mechanics. So if all you're doing is those skills, then you're no longer really playing a shooter, which is weird. Wait, did I miss? What did I miss? Where did I miss a star? Or do I need to watch this? I did that. Where the hell did I miss a star? Oh, did I not do this one? Oh, you can skip a level. I completely missed this one apparently. So I didn't do them in order. I didn't think they would let you do a level if you hadn't done the previous one. Yeah, this is way more interesting than the bosses. Because, you know, there's some variety and some variation, and, you know, I'm actually making more meaningful progress. Move the cube. Okay, this is like the one in this is probably like the one in the snow place. Okay. Assuming this goes to the edge. It doesn't. Fuck. Okay, well that's... I'm not gonna be able to do it the way I thought I could. Alright, it's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass then, isn't it? It's gonna be from there. Gotta go all the way around. Wow. This is hilarious as well. It's like they managed to make the most simple type of puzzle way more awkward to solve purely because... Can I move that one now? Oh, shit, I guess I can't. Okay, I might have fucked this up then. Maybe not.
ちょっとまずいぞ。
I'm fine. I don't mind this, to be fair.
これで奪えたの？
It offers a bit of variation, which is good.
ハイテクだね。
It's just kind of funny, right? Because like, you know,
下からなんか聞こえて
it's
こない？
slightly awkward shooting those cubes to move them around the board. It just feels kind of weird. And maybe they should have just made it so that your characters push those cubes. I think it would have like offered even more variation. And felt a bit more, I don't know.
Picasso. 二人とも大丈夫？
イチェルマークをここに。よっ。
So I guess I cleared all of the story then. Yeah. I'm tempted to just do it with Etchel, to be honest. I think Etchel can do this on her own, so I'll just take whoever. And I'll save my buddy, like my more varied optional units for like the second half, because that might be trickier, I think. Yeah, Etchel's great against this one because she gets through its shield pretty easy.
珍しい獲物だったのに。かわいい。イチェル絵が上手くなったぞ。
She Floor Lab.
It's like they don't even calculate it. ちょっとまずいぞ。珍しい獲物だったのに。かわいい。イチェル絵が上手くなったぞ。
It's like they don't even calculate. Hang back. I'll deal with
Oh
this.
shit, let me press that. Oh my god, this game.
かわいい。イチェル絵が上手くなったぞ。
This is where it's like, oh my god, I just can't be
It's
bothered.
like they don't even calculate their odds of success.
This is the point where I just wish it would just have auto power, to be honest. Now you're gonna make me shoot this giant thing 600 times in a row.
ちょっとまずいぞ。
Hang back. I'll deal with this. I'm kind of tired, you girls. Am I seeing things?
これからは
Next gen gameplay.
I don't even think this is the final one either, is it? It's like the second final one. Oh, it's rotating the other way now. That keeps changing. And this is the other thing that drives me nuts, right? It's like, I've got to point the camera up to look at the enemy. And then you put my biggest threat on the floor where I can't see it. Oh, good. We're going to put these balls on the floor that rotate, but the enemy is going to be so big and high up in the air that you have to point your camera up to see the enemy and shoot the enemy. And now you can't see the biggest threat on the floor that you're supposed to be actually dealing with.
It's like they don't even calculate their...
It makes me laugh. That's good. Well, no, they changed direction. Yeah, even if you hip shoot, it's very difficult to see everything on the floor that you're supposed to be paying attention to. Because the enemy's so fucking high up in the sky, right? Like,
Leave it to me. To snow. To the snow.
just to give me some variation. What? Edgel died.
Yield. It will get worse than this yet.
Right, we did that. I think gacha games were a mistake. I got 2 pulls. 2 pulls from all of that! Oh, I gotta do these manually as well, haven't you? I never understood why they make you do these manually. The first time.
ずいぞ。朝飯前だぞ。ガワー、イチェル絵が上手くなったぞ。よっ、ふん。狩りの時は雪の下に潜って待つ手もあるんだぞ。かわー、動かなくなっちゃった。キラキラを拾ったぞ。ちょっとまずいぞ。
I'm not shooting out.
分析、次はドイツだ。イチェルマークをここに。よっ、ふん。
So I guess I'm getting some kind of friendship XP from those two then. The repetition.
狩りの時は雪の下に潜って待つ手もあるんだぞ。かわー、ちょっとまずいぞ。動かなくなった。キラキラを朝飯前だぞ。
You know what? It's the other way around. I don't think making you do this manually once is the issue. The issue is, right, that they make one level, and it's the easiest thing in the world. Once you've got the enemy eye and everything else, right, someone literally just places enemies and probably types in, like, you know, what order the enemies spawn in. So it'll be something like, you know, I don't know. Well, it's probably like a list of enemies, right? So they probably have, like, I'm trying to think how I would set this up. I would probably set it up if I wanted to recreate this. If my keyboard ever fucking wakes up. Oh God, I love my life. My life's so great. Finally, Jesus fucking Christ. Right. So they have the, let's say this is your map. And then what I would do is I would basically create like an enemy spawn position or whatever. Or you probably have like, okay, let me think about this. So what you're basically trying to do, right, is you're trying to pick a location and a location and a location and say you want to start with these three enemies here. So the first thing you're going to want is group enemies together. So we could call this like group 1, right? So then group 1 would contain data that says, okay, we want this enemy, and you can say what enemy type, position, and health. This enemy and this enemy. So you'd have like enemy type and an enemy position, enemy health, right? And then you would say, okay, so that's wave 1. And then you'd have like, once those guys are dead, then you make it so that this system here waits for all of these to be destroyed and then moves on to the next wave. And then the next wave can say, okay, wave 2, I want enemy here, 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 and here. And then you do the same thing again, right? Enemy type, whatever, health, position. And then that way the system will just automatically spawn the new enemies, and it knows the positions and it knows the health and it knows everything else, right? For each wave. So when the player defeats this one, it moves on to this one, etc, etc. And then all they've done is they've used the same setup for absolutely every single difficulty, and the only thing they've changed is the amount of HP on the enemy. So level 1 they've set it to whatever, and then 2 they increase it, 3 they increase it, 4 they increase it. And it's like, not only is that like extremely lazy, because it's not that hard to just like mix them up a bit, right? But like, once you're at end game, why do you make us do this manually on every single difficulty? I guess that's my biggest issue. Like, fine, make us, at least let us sweep the easy difficulties. If you want to make us go through the easy difficulties because you want to be stingy with the rewards, that's fine. But only make us manually do the highest difficulty once we're at endgame, maybe. Do you know what I mean? What makes this so fucking tedious is that you have to go in and do it again and again and again and again, and it's the same fucking level over and over again with bigger HP on the enemies. And yeah, like, I don't even necessarily think that it's a, I mean, it wouldn't take much to like offer some variation between those difficulties, but then, to be fair, if you know that the player's only ever going to clear difficulty 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 once ever, then you start asking yourself, well, is it really worth putting all the hours of effort into making each level different? Here's what they should have done. Here's what they should have done. And this is what I would do if I was making this. They should have done this. They should have done that, right? What they should have done is this. They should have had, not necessarily difficulty 1, right? But I would call these variations, right? And I would call them like A. I would call them variation A. So let's say they've got 6, and then I'd do a B and a C and a D and an E. And I wouldn't make it so that these letters necessarily have the difficulty, because we already know that all they need to do to increase difficulty is change this value here. So what they could do is set up different variations of this level, and then the difficulty which is set by the interface, right? The interface can say, by the way, we're on difficulty whatever 4 right now, and then you can just say, okay, difficulty 4, randomly pick one of these levels. So let's say it picks C, and then it can say, okay, difficulty 4, this is what the HP needs to be on all these enemies. And that way, every time you play, maybe not every time, because there's only like, let's say you do 5 variations, but that's still 5 variations, right? It makes it so much more interesting. And I think maybe that's what they should have done. And then that way, when you go in and you do it, you're at least getting like different variations of the level. And the difficulty will just depend on whatever, you know, you're up to. But yeah, the way it is, it just, the game feels like fucking Groundhog Day. And I'll tell you what they should do. This, my god, this game would be so fucking good if they took these levels and they gave us all a tool. They gave us a level generator tool, and all that would do is, let's imagine you walk into one of the levels. You walk into one of the levels and you can place an enemy spawner on the floor, and you can say, okay, I want enemy type whatever. Let's say there's 15 enemy types to choose from. I want this enemy type, and then you can maybe set whether you want it on easy, medium, or hard health. And you can walk around the level. All of us can do this. This is what they should do. We can all walk around the levels and place enemy spawners and set up our own like system of enemies throughout the existing maps, and then we can save that and share it as a user generated level, and we can invite friends to it, or we could maybe tie rewards to it or whatever. That's what I would do, right? And then your players are making the content, right? Like if your developers are either don't have enough time or too lazy or don't have the budget or whatever the reason is, just don't care enough to make variation upon variation upon variation of these levels, and I get it, right? Like it sucks. Well, then give the tools so players can do that, because it's not that difficult to do that either, right? Just give us an enemy spawner that we can place on the floor, and we can set these waves up ourselves, right? And then we can share those levels with other players.
Fortnite does something like that.
Yeah, totally. And you can do it all within the game, and then you say, okay, this is level AXZ12856. Come play my level, and then you can play other people's levels, and then maybe make it so that that's like a weekly thing, right? You must play, I don't know, 20 user generated levels a week or whatever to get like the maximum rewards out of it, and then it keeps that system alive. Then people are, you know, and then you could have a random button that just picks a random one, or you could have ratings so the top rated ones come up, and you know the thing manages itself eventually. And then you've got infinite content, and this is what Genshin needs to do as well. Genshin needs to do that as well. Genshin have already done that for events. I don't know why it's not in the fucking game. Just give us it already. I think we are getting that eventually in Genshin. But this is what Snowbreak should do. I think this is what all gacha games should do, to be honest. Because one of the things gacha games struggles with is to keep enough content fresh regularly enough to keep players engaged. Let the players do it. Players get fucking gacha gamers who really like gacha games are fucking hardcore fans of the game, and they spend their life in them. So they would happily sit there and make level up on level up on level. And it's free labor, right? You're literally getting free labor. That is what they should do, I think. I've run out of energy. Wait, do I have
That's why
energy refresh?
Fortnite's still relevant free dev work.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fortnite knows what it's doing. But yeah, imagine that. Like, so let's say you go to the beach, you know, like the open world thing. You go down to the beach that's been recycled a million times at this point, but now suddenly it has a fresh perspective. Because let's say I can walk along the beach and say, okay, I want a bunny enemy here, and I want this difficulty, and then I want a couple of units and whatever somewhere else, you know, and then players can come and play that level. And it's like, it's just making better use of the existing
players
content.
working for free for you.
Yeah, and the best part is it's just giving players tools. Oh, she's finally here. She's finally here. You're just giving players tools to basically, like, you know, use your existing content that you've already made in the game, and it just gives that content a fresh, you know, maximal usage. And players will come up with all kinds of fucking weird and wonderful variations of levels. That's why I thought it was weird when Genshin added the teapot. They put a lot of work into that teapot. They put so much effort into that teapot. And if they'd just done something similar for the open world, or some user, you know, playable worlds. Hell, just give us a, like, even if, you know, we have those 4 zones in the teapot, make one of them a, you know, a zone where we can place enemies or whatever. Infinite content.
Teapot, such a waste.
I mean, I think it's nice because some players love that kind of stuff and that's fine. But I really thought they were gonna, you know, take it further and, you know, have user generated levels and stuff, but they... I think it's in the works. They were hiring for it at some point, apparently. And I keep hearing that we're eventually going to get it, but we kind of needed it like 2 years ago, I think. Ask for help to collect info source fragments. What the fuck? Oh wow, she can just give me fragments. That's okay, that's new. So now you can get fragments of characters, I guess.
That new.
She's got an entire floor all to herself. Wake up and give me fragments, bitch. She didn't even get out of bed.
Wait, she only has 2 stages.
Well, she only just got added. Snapshot booth. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Good god.
More boomer update.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. Wow. The game is saved. I mean, it's nice. I think it's, you know, new content's always nice. But it's, this is what I mean, right? You can see where... Okay,
I see where the money went.
I want to make sure Etchel's not... Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Nothing too dodgy. Yeah, you see where their priorities lie, you know. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is what players want now. Who knows what those Chinese players want?
I'm relaxing now.
Alright, I think I did everything. Oh, who is the Battle Pass outfit? Is that, Fenny? How do you even look it up? Yeah.
I think the new one.
Oh, you think it's the new unit that just came out? I don't know, would they put an outfit for her on Battle Pass already? Wait, what the fuck? When did I even get that? I don't even remember getting that.
The last new Fenny.
Oh yeah, probably. I guess if the thing to do is if I just wait, did they change the screen? I'm sure they did. I guess if I want to make sure that Etchel's not getting any new outfits, there, I guess I should just click that. But yeah, no, there's nothing new. Let's give it this one again. Yeah. Right, it's Jotun Tunnel, and then I think that's pretty much everything. Well, I suppose there's the neural simulation thing, or whatever the fuck it is, giggling. I just can never be asked. I really can't be asked for this.
The minigame Fall Guys.
No, I can't be asked for that. I don't think it gives many gems anywhere. Like, Jotun Tunnel actually gives quite a few gems. Who are we waiting for?
敵って食べられないのか？うわっ！こんなに食べられないぞ！ちょっとまずいぞ。
My spark.
うわっ！こんなに食べられないぞ。
This is the other problem when people use that fucking Sirius. I can't keep up. Sure.
うわっ！こんなに食べられないぞ。ちょっとまずいぞ。キラキラを拾ったぞ。
I pass on her. Apparently she broken.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She just makes it kind of, makes it kind of boring. She's alright. It depends what kind of gameplay you're doing. For this, I think it's silly because, like, you're supposed to be doing it as a group co-op, so you just speed ahead of everybody else, and then you're no longer doing it co-op. So she's kind of a selfish unit. She's good for clearing waves of enemies, single player, but in co-op she kind of ruins co-op because she just runs ahead of everybody. Great, it's on the other fucking side. Well, they left me to go and deal with that one, that's why. Increase magazine capacity. So it makes you feel like the thing that always used to annoy me in Final Fantasy XIV is if you get these players that just run ahead of everybody else, and it's like, you know, they forget that it's meant to be a raid and it's meant to be everyone working together. Just selfish carries who just want to go and, oh, I'm the
Since
man,
ads are about to run on Twitch, how about I tell you a joke?
And these people...
A termite walks into a bar and asks, is the bartender here?
The difference there, mind you, that made it even more annoying. These types of tanks, these selfish tanks in Final Fantasy, would go and get killed as well. Then they'd blame you, because I used to like playing healer in Final Fantasy. So they'd blame the healer, they'd blame me, they'd run ahead, get killed, because they think they can handle the mob on their own, but they can't. And then they blame the healer when they die, and it's like, bitch, you ran off. I can't heal you if you fucking run off and you're not there to heal. It's like, maybe if you don't run off and we stick together as a team like we're supposed to, maybe then we can survive. Yeah, these people would always get themselves killed and then blame the fucking healer.
That happened to me. They are trying to speedrun the dungeon.
Yeah, but you've got to stick together as a team. Now, I don't know, from what I've heard, they've kind of fucked the game up to the point where you can kind of do that now, which I think just ruins it as an MMO, right? But back when I used to play, you couldn't really do that because, like, you know, you weren't really, no one person's really strong enough to take on mobs. You know, as soon as they start piling up, you know, you need to work together, and you needed to get heals and support and everything else. Just on tunnel and then we're done. Wait, I've got energy. Oh yeah, I was finishing. I never finished this. I don't think I did the final level. No, I didn't. Final level of this.
My turn off with that crossbow girl. She looks so similar to the other bow girl design-wise. Her gameplay different though.
Yeah, I think I lost the 50-50 on her, so I didn't get her. Are you still alive? The colours look weird in this as well. They've changed something in... They've definitely changed something. Everything looks very, like, overly contrasted. You know when, like the lights, like this... Yeah, there's too much contrast almost. What have they changed? Do you want to turn that off? Rendering precision.
They they might have out a filter of some kind.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's not in here. It looks normal. It's inside the levels, especially at that outro scene. It looks a lot more contrasty than it used to. In here, looks the same as always as well. It's in the dungeons, like maybe under certain lighting effects or whatever. I don't know. I've noticed that a couple of times now. All right, let's do Jordan Tunnel. Yeah. I need to sweep that level as well, spend energy. Yeah, now I think this is. I actually think that this is good content, and I like. It's just you do the same thing again, right? Do what I said. Offer a few variations of this fucking thing, and then at least you could like randomize it slightly between rounds. Because the repetition gets a bit. But this I think is where the game shines for me. Like waves of enemies. You go in, you clear a building of waves of enemies, and especially if you don't give them too much health, I think you kind of one-shot them. I think this feels really good. This is really good gameplay. The issue is I've done this like 4,000 times at this point, right? And it's exactly the same every fucking time I do it. So, you know, maybe. I think the only there's three ways to solve that problem. Like I said, either developer variations, like I said, procedural generation, or community made variations. Which was at least give the game a bit of well, a lot more variety. Yeah, I don't even, like, I'll be honest, I don't even really care that it's the same enemies over and over again. I really don't mind that, actually. Now, these enemies are fine, I guess. For me, it's just the maps and, you know, enemy placement and stuff like that. It's just when you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. At a certain point, you just fancy a change, you know?
I can do it! Easy, easy. You can do it. Oh, it's fine. I have more. More, my honor.
Yeah, and I also feel like it also kind of drives me crazy how both the story and this is inside some big place, but then they break the level up so you come out of it and then you go back in and then you might continue from where you were in the last level. I'd rather just have one, like, I actually want bigger levels. Like, I'd rather this whole thing gave you all the rewards and was just one big long run. Because I always feel like just as I'm, like, ready for the next, you know, part, and I'm like, I'm in the floor, and then the game's like, oh, you completed this section, and then it takes you out of it, and it's like, I kind of want it to go on. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'd rather just.
敵って食べられないのか？ 動かなくなっちゃった。
I'd rather just do this whole thing as one big. I wish it was just one big run
朝飯前だ
that
ぞ。
was uninterrupted. Of course, it's tricky with this because they want you to do like 2 sides and 2
狩りの時間だ。
teams.
かわ
But what they could have done, oh, that was really cool actually. Oh my god, that's what they should do. That was so fucking cool. One of my favorite things in Final Fantasy VII Remake is when you have 2 teams, right? You have the girls and the boys essentially.
Pika Beta says, "Hi Cappy, tomorrow the Easter weekend starts."
Have you got your egg? Eat eggs together. So there's a part in Final Fantasy VII where the boys and the girls get separated essentially, and then the boys are in this big area.
動かなくなっちゃった。
Like essentially they have to work together to get past this big like section in the game. And so you'll swap, you use this like telephone to talk to each other, and you can swap. Oh my god, that would be so cool for this. So you'll essentially have to do like a set number of tasks with one team, and you'll fight enemies along the way. And then it'll be like, oh, we need a key and we need to then we need to swap to the boys to pull a lever, and then more enemies spawn and they've got to deal with those there and stuff like that. And it's like you switch sides and you've got like 2 sides of the puzzle to solve to then like come back together for the end. I fucking loved that section. It was so well put together. And that's what this could be. This could be so good if it was like that. So like
You can do it.
you pick your 2 teams, and your 2 teams are separate, like maybe at 2 separate ends of the building or whatever. And you've got to like swap. You manually swap between the 2 teams. And enemies are spawning, but you're also like, I don't know, you're doing something that helps the other side, right? The other side needs you to press a button to activate a mechanism. You know, that's how Final Fantasy did it. So then you can go down a new path on the other side, right? So you swap to them and you go to the new path, and you need to press another button to open something on their path. And it's just, oh, I love that stuff. It's so engaging. I love it. It's so good. I really wish this was like that.
I can do it. Oh, it's fine. I have more.
You can even do it so it's got like a little air tube system in it or whatever, and like, I don't know, you've got Team 1 has to get a key card off an
They have
enemy or
plenty of
whatever.
different levels. They can just add all these new stories the created.
And then you send the key card to the other team so that they can open a new door or something, and then that gets them to the next section.
Objective complete.
Yeah, I love those. I really do. I love those types of puzzles. They're so well put together. When they're done right, they feel so rewarding. Because like they have like a certain amount of like.
Pika says, a Snowbreak open world would be interesting to see since FF7 is an open world game too.
I just want to be open world. No way. They struggle with linear. No, this game is right to be linear, and they struggle with good linear levels. But yeah, no, this game is fine being linear. Doesn't want to be open world. But you could have. I mean, Final Fantasy VII isn't really open world. It's a linear game set in an open world. It's really weird because I don't think Square Enix really know how to make an open world properly. Yeah, it has open world areas, but if you once you go into the domains, they've made them exactly the same as all their old linear content, which I think was good in a way because some games shouldn't be open world. Tomb Raider is one of them, which sounds weird because Tomb Raider is all about exploration. But where Tomb Raider shined was like linear tombs that you would solve. You'd go and explore these tombs and then you'd solve like, you know, the mystery of getting to the final chamber and getting the treasure or whatever it was.
すごいだろ。
That's where that game shined.
朝飯前だぞ。敵って食べられないのか？ちょっとまずいぞ。
Best of luck on both of us winning our 50/50s on the Elf Girl in Wuwa version 2.4 Cappy.
分
Is she
析し
next?
っかりつ
I
いて
don't
い
have
く
enough.
よ。
I don't have enough gems. I don't even have a 50/50.
分析員にしっかりついていくよ。
Cynthia says, I just hate that FF7 Online, they rebooted my classes and did an overhaul, created this charge system, ruined my summoner, healer class.
I have more.
Oh, lots of classes have been ruined. Healer's completely fucked now. Because people don't really need a healer anymore, apparently, so healers are like really fucked now. So I don't even really want to come back to the game. I loved playing White Mage.
今
White
回こ
Mage
そ
was
は
so
ぐれない
fun.
からね。Easy,
I was a good healer as well. I really was. But it was always a thankless job though. Like I feel like only a good tank really appreciated a good healer. But most people aren't good at that game. So like most tanks aren't good tanks.
I can't do it.
And the worst tanks, the worst tanks are the ones that will abuse their good healers and they like blame everything on the good healer.
Healer was fun before they ruined them.
今回こそはぐれないからね。Easy,
I loved
easy.
that. It was hard. It was definitely hard. Much harder than just playing like sub DPS or whatever. DPS.
天使健康無極。
But it was rewarding as
我が
well.
実数を示せ。
It was rewarding.
心は穏やかに。
And it gave you more depth, right? 'Cause you could like, you know, you could alternate from doing damage to, you know, providing heals, and you just had so much more to think about. It was so engaging. It was so good, especially in the hard raids. How far did you play? When did you quit? So I started playing when Genshin was on a bit of a content drought.
Pika says, the characters after the Shorekeeper rerun are Zani, Bard Girl, and then Elf Girl is the current order unless it changes in the future, and if we go by the patterns for this update of Wuwa, the new character will be in the first phase.
敵って食べられないのか。
So it was when what do they call it? Klee's Summer Adventure. Apple. What did they call that fucking island?
ちょっとまずい
I
ぞ。
forgot what they called it. The archipelago. It was when Klee's. It was right before Klee's archipelago.
狩りの力。
And was it Endwalker? Endwalker was about to come out.
Cynthia says, I had the first big raid boss here that had a point system that enabled you to get any set you want with that point system. Pika says, Golden Apple.
So Endwalker was about to come out. I pre-ordered Endwalker.
Cynthia says, that where I stop.
Oh well, that's interesting because we stopped at the same time. So I own Endwalker, but I haven't played it yet. I heard Endwalker's still good though, but I don't know whether the changes they've made to classes would have fucked it up now. I have no idea. So I do plan on going back at some point because I want to play through Endwalker at least. I've heard the new patch is kind of garbage though. But Endwalker's supposed to be really good. But when I went back to the game probably about a year ago, I decided like an idiot to start a new character, which I kind of regretted. Because I can't remember how far in I got. I got past Heaven's Wall, I remember that. Yeah, I think I got onto the third expansion. I can't remember which one that is, and then I just kind of. So I have two characters. I have two characters on that account. I have one that completed all the way up to right before Endwalker came out, but I never started Endwalker because I quit by that point. And then when I planned to go back and do Endwalker, I started a new character because I think I underestimated how long it would take to get all the way up to Endwalker. I just kind of gave up. So I'd probably just continue my.
To farm for gear for your alts.
I'd probably just continue my original account, my first account that got us, you know, the furthest in it, and then just play through Endwalker, I think. I just don't know when I'm going to do this.
E.T.E says, I got someone unexpectedly today in Wuwa within the last hour before the banner closed.
Yeah, you said congrats.
I can do it.
Yeah, it's a big commitment though. It is a very big commitment.
Cynthia says, I can't go back, I don't have a class I like anymore.
Phew, that was close.
Well, I liked Bard. I assume Bard's still good.
I can do it.
So I would play Bard as DPS.
Pika says, I was 30 pulls outside of Soft Pity when I got her, so 29 pulls before Soft Pity.
Oh, it's fine. I have more.
Yes, I played Bard as DPS, and I tried a few healer classes, but I still think I preferred White Mage. I think Scholar was one, that was okay. It was alright. On Dancer, I like. Yeah, Dancer was good. Actually, Dancer was really good. Yeah, Dancer was good as DPS as well. That was really good. I quite like Dancer.
Cynthia says, prior to the charge system overhaul the way AA summoner work, when you summon a pet it was always on field. After the update you have to wait for charge bar, it summons for 3 seconds, does a hit then disappears. I said F this game after that.
What? Minions? They fucked up the minion system? No way. No way.
Yes.
Why would they do that? No, everybody loved their minions. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they're playing at over there then.
They ruined my main class and the second half was healer, but she was just as bad. Pika says, I got my Cantarella up to level 70 before I logged off for the day.
Why is it saying there's something in here when there isn't? It might be in that. Well, we're done with Snowbreak. Yep, we're done with Snowbreak. How far did we get? 43. We're over halfway. We're over halfway there. Oh, and I need to farm. I need to sweep this as well. There we go. Yeah, I like the idea of I've always wanted to try figure out like how to do procedural generation. Because procedural generation, you can take something like this, right? I mean, it's not really procedural generation. I guess it would be random
My
generation.
Cantarella is also not fully built since I got her minutes before logging off.
But for procedural generation, what you can do, I don't know though. I don't know how it would feel. But let's say you've got a room. But it definitely offers the most variety. So let's say you've got a room, and let's say, I don't know, you've got something in this corner. Maybe you've got something in this corner. There's probably areas that you would want to exclude, right? Because you've got like doors and certain things. So let's say you want to avoid the blue. But what you could do is you could put like a kind of grid. It would take way too long to draw all of this, but if you imagine that there are grids in all of these areas. And you imagine the other ones look like that as well, right? Because I can't be asked to draw them all. But then basically these, you give all of these like a number. So position, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And then you can randomly roll. So then you could like say...
Canthea says, a jigsaw puzzle always changing.
Well, yeah, you set like you start to set rules, right? So you could say like, this is where it gets really interesting. Because you could do like difficulty 1. I'll put A. So let's say like difficulty A. You could say like wave 1 wants, I don't know, 5 enemies, and then you can roll 5 positions. So you can randomly roll 5 positions. You might then also like randomly roll enemy types, and then you can alternate the enemy types. But you just set your rules like that, where you say, okay, for this difficulty we have this number of enemies, and it's so much more interesting than just setting health on them.
So basically like the Abyss in Genshin.
No, the Abyss isn't procedural. So the Abyss uses the system I was just talking about, where everything's manually placed, everything's manually set up. The point of this is every time you play this level, it's going to be completely different every single time, because everything's randomly generated. But the Abyss, everything's set in stone. Same goes, most of the gacha games, everything's set in stone. But if you offer like randomly generated, you know, enemies and positions and enemy types, and you just set rules like, you know, this number of enemies with this much health for this difficulty, and, you know, so on and so on, it offers like an infinite amount of replayability. Well, not infinite, but, you know, a lot of variation.
Canthea says, Diablo Games has that.
Yeah, they're really, really good. Really, really good. They take a lot of setting up, but once they're set up, like, so good. Because it's like you can surprise, it's always going to surprise the player, you know what I mean? Like, and that's always a good thing. If the player doesn't know what to expect. This is the problem, I think, with a lot of gacha games. At a certain point, it becomes a job. You do the same thing over and over again, and you just switch your brain off. You're not even really engaging with the game anymore. So it gets to the point where you're not really engaged with the game. You just switch your brain off, and you're just kind of autopiloting your way through the level. If you jumble things up randomly like that, the player's going to be a lot more engaged, because the player doesn't know which enemies and where and how many, and it's going to be changing all the time. So they have to react a bit more, you know, and I think that's so much more interesting. We just got an update apparently.
Pika says, agree it feels like a job that's hard to quit overall.
Yeah, I just think if your game's gonna have players repeating content a lot, weekly, daily, whatever, over and over and over again, the more variety you can offer them, obviously the better. Okay, so I got... This is how I know I'm fucking... This is how I know I'm being a sweaty ass player, right? When I log into the day and I've already cleared all of the fucking prerequisites for that day. What's on offer today?
Cynthia says, lol.
S rank weapon selector for 500 gems. Doesn't say what's in there though, does it?
Pika says, first Cappy started with Genshin, then Snowbreak, and now E.T.E, so maybe Wuwa next. I've set the stream title to E.T.E Chronicle. Let's go, and updated the stream.
I don't think there's anything new in Wuwa. Alright, we should have some polls. It's very quiet, let me turn it up a bit. Okay, we might have some polls. I'm trying to save gems for, and these for the next banner. You know what, I was looking at this, right?
Cynthia says, I am bored with Wuwa at the moment.
Yeah, I think I am. I kind of want her, I'm not gonna lie, but she is expensive. She is expensive. But I think she's also gonna be really, really cool. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how many gems I get.
She is.
I think if I can get the gems... Did you know that you get free gems, by the way?
She does look nice.
Do you know that you get free...
Pika says, all I know is that there was a new event starting up on the Shorekeep rerun time.
Yeah, but it's just starting, so there'll be like a week or whatever to clear it, so I'll just look at it later. Yeah, if you go to coin mission, because it doesn't show you this, if you click coin mission, you can get, look at all these free coins I got. You don't have to do a lot for them either. Some of them are just to log in. So I got 3 free coins. So I'm now at 8. I'm at 18. I might get lucky. I would love it if I did. There's 1. 2. 3. Not yet. But yeah, there's another... Okay, if I do Peak Arena 15 times, I get another 3. So I could do that.
I'll start on new events when I got the time of day to start it.
Okay, I've got a 10 pull. But we're not due anything, but I could get lucky. Let's see what happens. Nah, we got purple. Purple schmurple. We've got no weapon supplies. Okay. I also did this incubation thing. Actually, probably wouldn't have reset yet though. Can't remember where that was. Was that in lab? Our patrols come back, I think. Server communication error. Oh no, we've been disconnected. Oh no. Okay, weird. I'm not doing an update or anything, are they?
おかえり大将。
Okay, we're back. It's struggling. Okay, we're back. Yeah, because I didn't realize there was more of these, so this one, I'm going to set them all off at the same time. Because I don't like it when they all come back at different times. It's going to be really annoying. So we'll wait an hour and 46 minutes for those to come back.
If E.T.E goes down for maintenance, you only got Wuwa and TOF to choose from that we know so far.
Or I could just end the stream. I could do some coding. So that's not true, is it? You're trying to pressure me into war. Shut up. Okay, we've got quite a few premium tickets. Okay, so what do we want to do? We're at level 24. I don't know what this does. I have no idea what this does. It sounds like it would upgrade a free constellation on a character, but it's not giving me the option to use it anywhere. So I don't really understand what that does. I'm not sure. Yeah, I ended up getting another copy of her, by the way. I've had 3 copies of her now, which is crazy. So she really is my waifu, isn't she? My wife. She's triple S now, which is kind of nuts.
Canthea says she triple SSS.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
One more she become her.
She probably will as well. She'll probably show up soon. Okay, what do I want to do? I don't know. Where are we up to? Oh, that's right. I was doing story. I unlocked chapter 7.
Pika says or SSSS.
No, it doesn't go to SSS. It goes to UR after that. So it goes from S to SS to SSS to UR.
Canthea says your wife needs a better outfit though.
There aren't any. There's one for her, but I don't like her as much. I also don't really want to pay $15 for an outfit in this game, to be honest. I think it's a bit much. You barely see them, right? I mean, look at how small they are on the screen. She's not much bigger than my mouse. I wouldn't even really notice. I wouldn't even really notice that.
You need 100-inch TV.
Well, mine's 60 actually. But yeah, it's still, I mean, you barely see them, do you, really, in the game? If it was like $5 or $10 maybe, but like I think 15's a bit more. And like I said, I'm probably not even going to stick with the game, to be honest. I'm probably just going to reach end game and then call it a day.
地獄への準備は OK？ まだ終わりじゃないよ。
Yeah, so these story levels are definitely getting tougher.
やっと終わりましたね。
At least they trying something different. They not trying be next Genshin clone.
Yeah, I do think this game's a bit of a cash grab though. Because yeah, I think that's the reason why they have that weird other, like, you know, other type of gacha character, which is a bit weird. And also I think that's why they put proto, whatever it's called, element only on SSRs in the gacha. Because I think they're just trying to sort of take the money and run.
Can't be worse or the MLA adventure.
Let's try nuclear. We want nuclear.
鬼ごっこ
MLA adventure. What the hell is that?
なら俺が鬼だね。まだ終わりじゃないよ。逃がさない。加速します。最後の一撃。まだ終わりじゃないよ。ヒット。連続記録はまだ健在。攻撃です。海の木と消えなさい。まだ終わりじゃないよ。
Yeah, that one went a lot easier than the last one. Maybe my nuclear unit's good. Oh, I've got 2 waves though. Ugh. So I feel like I'm kind of catching up with mobile players at this point. I don't know, when I looked on PvP, I'm like rank 400 and something. And they're like a few levels above me, but not too far. Not as far ahead as I thought they would be. But yeah, I have been like sweaty ass speedrunning this.
逃がさない。ステージクリアね。報酬は何かしら。
Alright, we're doing alright. 7 A's. 2 teams! Oh, it's actually happy with my teams? No way. Yeah, I also got that redhead SSR, well, SR unit. As well after the stream. So this one here, she's actually an SR nuclear unit. So I've leveled her up.
Pika says, the game is rated 4.7 stars on Google Play currently.
くたばりなさい。皆さん、攻撃を続けてください。火の手はここまで届かないと思うよ。
Yeah, you gotta take that with a grain of salt though, because we live in a time where if there's not enough, if there's too much panty, you know, somebody out there will probably review bomb again. You know, like stupid reasons people will review bomb games these days.
全力で行くわよ。一瞬一暴れするわよ。海の木と消えなさい。やったね。
But yeah, this is one of the better cash grab type games I've seen. It might prove me wrong, I hope it does. Maybe it won't be, maybe it'll actually turn out to be good. But I think at the moment, I wrote a review for it yesterday, but I think my overall opinion was, you know, it's too early to give a definitive take, but early impressions are the game kind of lacks variety because there's really not that many game modes and it's all very repetitive. So it comes down to like resource management and, you know, and grinding, which is fine. I have nothing against that, but you know, it does lack variety. I don't think it's the most free-to-play friendly because of the reasons I mentioned, the different gacha banner and the fact that one element's locked behind SSR units.
さてゲームの始まりだわやるよ
But you know, it's decent. You
まだ
know.
終わりじゃないよヒット
And I think one of the big
制限解除
concerns is that you know, once you reach max level, is there really going to be that much of an incentive to keep playing at that point? Because that was like Artery Gear's issue, right?
逃がさない地獄への準備
まだ終わりじゃないよヒット全力攻撃です
Is that Apocalypse game still running? By the way, I'm curious.
制限解除
Cynthia says, Augury Gear, what a waste, I quit that game.
作戦成功
I thought it
Yes, it's
deserved
up on Steam.
more praise than it got,
私
though.
を呼ばないでちょうだい
Is that actually still in service? God, imagine what that's like now. Wait, is it on Steam now? Was it on Steam
Game
before?
on Steam Live.
I don't think I played it on Steam, no. Maybe I played it on emulator. I don't even think it was on Steam when I played it. Three stars. Oh, it was so dreadful though. To play as a long-term game. It had a really good hook. It had a really good initial hook. A really good initial hook. But yeah, it was...
You can go back to check it out.
Nah, I'm good, thanks. PTSD. No, it was way too piddling, way too predatory. Because it was pitting players against each other to spend as much money as possible. That's what it was. That's
It
so
has returned me rewards.
I deemed that game.
まだ終わりじゃな
Not
いよ
worth it.
逃がさない
I deemed that game.
地獄への準備は OK
I don't even know what my account would be. I deemed that game a race to the bottom. I'm surprised it's still going, to be honest.
ヒット
I guess they've scammed enough whales to make it lucrative enough to keep it going. Yeah, that game was definitely a race to the bottom.
海のあなたの試しのみ
I just log in real quick for Collab that have R now.
まだ終わりじゃないよ
逃がさない
全力攻撃です全人類のためにはあやっと終わりましたね
Yeah, I don't even remember how I was playing it. Unless, did they have their own launcher? I think they had their own launcher. That's so weird. They let you download the APK. That's really weird. I was sure they had their own launcher because I remember, okay, this is what I remember about it. I remember opening the game and it didn't go full screen. It had like it had like a menu bar at the top of the screen, but I think eventually there was like maybe like F11 or something turned it full screen, but you had to like figure that out to get it into full screen. So I think it was like it was probably like an emulator, its own sort of emulator that was running itself. But it did play, it was quite responsive and snappy for an emulated game. But it definitely ran native in Windows, I'm sure it did. I'm curious now, where the hell is it then? Because I definitely didn't play it on Steam.
Pika says, interesting they don't give the Steam link on their official website.
Yeah, neither does this game. Yeah, this was probably where I saw it. Yeah, this is the other thing. There's no PC client link. And I'm pretty sure even back then, but I assume just because it was new, right? I think I had to get the PC client link off some forum because it's not on the website. Like, really weird shit. Yeah, GT Arcade.
Cynthia says,
yeah,
maybe they took it down.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Maybe they took it down. It was never up in the first place. That's what I mean. Yeah, no, it was GT Arcade. I'm remembering now. They're talking about it here. GT Arcade. There it is. Yeah, look, you have to get it off of. To be fair, it was the same with Cat Fantasy. So some of these cash grab games, right? It's so weird. They don't give links to their PC versions on the official websites, and you have to get them. And it was the same with Terra Fantasy China as well when that came out. You had to get Terra Fantasy China launcher off some dodgy website because they weren't allowed to share it. There was some weird licensing issue. I wonder if they do it to get out of like licensing issues. Wait, that's blocked something. Does that not work anymore? So weird. It's like a challenge just to find it. GT Arcade Ecocalypse. There's GT Arcade. Yeah, so this was like the client. Maybe this is the
Since
publisher.
ads are about to run on Twitch, how about I tell you a joke?
Maybe, yeah, maybe this is the publisher.
I heard this pun about cows, but it's
No,
kind
there
of
it
offensive,
is.
so I
Oh,
won't
that's
say
so
it.
weird.
I don't want there to be any beef between us.
There's two versions of this website, and this version offers the client. This version offers the client. Yeah, this was it. This was it. But if you Google the website, it's got to be some tax thing. It has to be like they're trying to hide it or something. I bet they don't have like a license to do this or something weird like that. Yeah. Now I have no idea how. I'm kind of curious if I can figure it out. I should be able to figure it out. Let me see. Let me just try my email and password. I don't know. I might have done it through Google, I guess. Maybe I did it through Google.
That's weird how they have two websites.
Yeah, because I think because the one that you find through Google, is kind of hiding this client. But if you go through GT Arcade, it takes you to the website that shows this client. So that to me...
Pika says, yeah, totally weird.
That to me sounds like they're trying to somewhat hide this client. They probably don't have a license to do it. This browser or app may not be secure. What the fuck? It won't let me authenticate through Google. Google's saying the app may not be safe. It's because it's trying to do it through its own browser, that's why. What the fuck is happening? I can't see what that URL is though. Wow, this is really dodgy. Okay, now it's done it through Firefox. Verifying. Right, here we go. Right, I have an account here, but I don't think this is it because I have 0 gamer score. Maybe I re-rolled at some point. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll install it and I can take a look. So I do have an account here, but I'm pretty sure that's not the one I was playing on. I know it might be.
Canthea says, my account was on Steam, I recall.
Oh yeah, mine definitely wasn't. Because I remember this GTA arcade thing. I remember this, and I remember having to.
So it can be more harder to remember.
I remember the link wasn't on their website, and I had to get. I did the same thing I did now. I had to get the link off of a web forum.
Canthea says, I can't believe game's still running.
Well, they must have enough whales to keep it afloat. I think I've seen it. For a while there, I was seeing it on the gacha revenue, but it was towards the bottom. But like, they don't need, like, you know, they don't need to make. They don't need to make Hoyo money to justify the cost of running it. If this, I mean, if this is a new account, we could have a look at it from a new account perspective, I guess. But I do have an account that I actually spent money on it as well. Like, I think I spent more than I wanted to spend. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was probably more than the game deserved for me to spend. So they were very good at getting you to spend. I noticed that they were very good. Had some very convincing methods, because they had a lot of these, like, you know, ooh, spend a little bit more and get a free SSR. Spend a little bit more and get a free SSR weapon. Spend a little bit, and that's what I thought this game was doing at first. And yeah, I kind of fell for some of those, to be honest. I'm curious if this was my was this my actual account, or was this one that I gave up on?
Pika says, we all have done that in gachas in the past.
Yeah, I said, didn't I?
Canthea says, they have